all God's creatures camp. This is what we've made. A slug, a drawing of a slug, a sculpture of a slug, a drawing of an ant, a sculpture of an ant, a drawing of a butterfly, a sculpture of a butterfly, a drawing of a bee, a sculpture of a bee, a drawing of a frog, a sculpture of a frog, and a bunch of jumping origami frogs.
So we're going to learn how to draw a snake today. And the snake just happens to be one of my least favorite animals on earth. And it all goes back to a story in the book of Genesis. So I'm just going to start by drawing my snake. And I'm going to start by drawing his head with a circle right there. And I'm going to draw a letter S that goes up in the air backwards. It's a sneaky snake. The S is going backwards. Starts from his head down at the bottom and goes up, letter S. And then I'm going to come on the other side of it and bring it down and bring it back to his head. So there's my letter S. And it's not perfect, so I'm going to adjust it a little bit here on that corner where I don't like it. And you hear Bolt, he's meowing in the background. So I've practiced him several times and I still can't make him perfect. So sometimes you have to turn the card while you're working with it, or turn your paper while you're working to get the curves close to what you need. So just know that even people that are grown-up artists have to practice too. So don't expect yourself to be perfect, okay? So there's my letter S for my snake. It's a backward letter S. And I'm going to put not so scary eyes on him. I'm going to make his mouth a banana. Like he's got a smile and little cheeks and little eyes, but they're going to have slits in them. So he's got little oval eyes with slits. And 2 little teeth. I'm not going to make them too big because I don't want him too scary. And then he's got a little line for his tongue, and his tongue is forked because he does not tell the truth. Alright, so making those eyes a little more wide so they're not too scary. And this one has diamonds on it, but I'm going to put circles on this one. So you put diamonds on yours or circles. I'm going to start right here on his head, and I'm going to draw like a smiley circle. 3 of them. And I'm going to repeat that. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to do another one. 1 big one. And then 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get a little smaller as I go back on his tail. So you can do the diamonds, and the V shapes are a little easier. And I'll show you that one too. I'll draw them again so you can see me do that one. A little smaller as he goes back. Alright, I'm trying specifically not to make him too scary, okay? So we'll try it one more time with another card. I'll try it one more time and I'll show you the V shapes. Now, I told you, the snake is my least favorite one to draw. So I'm just going to draw the S backwards. And then it comes to this head. And then I'm going to come back up and follow that shape. Okay? Make it a little more curly here. Alright, so now I'm going to adjust that a little bit. So it's a little too wide in some places, and a little too skinny in other places. It's a little too... That's better right there. Yeah, I hear you, Bolt. Talking to me tonight. Well, it sounds like a mouse, but that's a cat. That's a little rounder. Alright, so that's our snakey. And banana mouth. Little teeth. Not too scary. Now if you want to make yours scary, go ahead, but I don't like them scary. So I'm not trying to make him scary. I don't really like snakes. This is just for the story. There's his eyes. Little slits. If you want to make him real mean, give him bad eyebrows, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to draw V's on this guy. Where's his V's? Almost look like pendants. Okay, there he is. So now you have 3 snakes, one with circle patterns, and then you have your diamond shapes. Actually, they're V shapes. This guy's got almond shaped eyes, and this guy's had round shaped eyes, and this one has oval eyes. I gave them all small teeth on purpose, so I don't want them to be too scary. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to color them. I'm just going to color this one, and I'm going to actually outline it with purple. I'm not going to outline it with black. So I'm going to take a Crayola crayon, and I'm just going to outline it with purple. So I actually looked it up on the internet, and there are purple snakes, and they are not, as far as they know, that venomous, but they do live in Africa, and they haven't been studied that much, so maybe they're more venomous than we think. Who knows? I have no idea. I'm going to take a red, and I'm going to make his little tongue. And I'm going to put red in his eyes. Probably shouldn't because that's too scary. Oh, let's see. We can give him some blue eyes on top of the red, and then I'll make him purple. Dark purple. Yeah, that'll be okay. Give him some yellow eyes, maybe. Hopefully that's not too scary. And give him a pink inside of his mouth. No, this pink always comes out red. This Crayola pink. So I'm going to go to a pink colored pencil, because I know that'll actually give me a pink. So I don't want to have him too scary here. And then I'll give him some lighter purple. Oh, that's actually darker. You would think it would be lighter, but it looks darker. So I am not going to color that in with that color because it's too dark. Well, maybe I should color it in with that color. Let's see. Should I? I don't know. It's drying out, so it won't be that pretty when I color it in. Maybe I'll go with this color purple to color it in. All the color purples I have. This one's a crazy art. So it's not a Crayola, it's a crazy art. See what that one, that's the same color just about as the lighter one. So that worked. Now I'm not going to color him in with a marker because my markers are all dark. So I'm going to color him in with a colored pencil, I believe. Or I could color him with a crayon. But I think I'll go with a colored pencil. See if I can find a purple. Let me see if I can find one. I'm going to outline his eyes first with my tiny Sharpie with the fine point end. Even if I gave him little teeny teeth, he still looks scary. It's just that shape, isn't it? Found a Crayola that's a pretty color purple. It's called Orchid. So I'm going to color him with that very lightly. Yep, that's what I wanted. It's a pinky purple color. I want to make this snake as pretty as possible. Now, there's a story to go with this snake. And there's a verse. I can find the verse. The verse, Genesis 3 verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast in the field, which the Lord God had made. That's our verse, Genesis 3 verse 1. So I'm going to put that down here so you can see it. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. So you know the story of the Garden of Eden in the Bible, in Genesis, the book of Genesis. It's in the 3rd chapter, and it starts out like this. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, Ye may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said to the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for God knows that in the day that ye eat thereof, then the eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. So I'm just going to color them in, and I'm going to outline them with this to make it a little darker. I'm coloring that in. I want to make them as pretty as I can, even though I don't like snakes. Not at all. So I'm outlining everything with that purple. Even going over the little pink. I'm going around the mouth, going on all the parts, even the eyes, with that purple. Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more crafty than any of the wild animals the Lord God had made.